Alright, hello. So, in this video I want to share an idea that I've kind of come across very recently. And by very recently I mean like 10 minutes ago. Not 10 minutes ago. A while ago, but 10 minutes ago it really inspired me. And I'll start it with a quote from Ernest Hemingway in A Farewell to Arms. "The world breaks everyone, and afterwards many are strong at the broken places." See, what got me thinking about this idea really today was kintsugi. So kintsugi is a Japanese practice. It's a Japanese artistic practice in which the story goes that there was a shogun back in the day, and he had a pot, and the pot was broken that he bought from China, so he sent it back to China to get it fixed. And when he got it back, he was horrified at it because they just stapled it together with like really ugly metal staples. So he took it back apart and he sent it to one of his own craftsmen and told them, figure it out. And he employed Buddhist ideas to come up with something that's called kintsugi. And what kintsugi is, I'll show you. It's the idea of taking something that's broken and fixing it with lacquered gold. I think pain, suffering, and difficulty are things that are constant. All of us face them, and they will come into our lives. And when they're not in our lives, we're very fortunate to not have that, because I think it's more often than not that happens. And that's not really a negative thought for me, because I think what it's to say is that if something bad is happening, you shouldn't be surprised, but if something good is happening, you should be ecstatic, because that's uncommon. But in moments of great pain, in moments of difficulty, in moments where you're not where you want to be in your life, there is a beauty in that. And the reason I love kintsugi so much is the idea that the scars of the past and the difficulties, the thing that tried to kill us in the past, should not be hidden and repressed. They should be brought to light and worn proudly. They should be lacquered in gold. There's an idea that the pain or the imperfections that make us up are exactly what define our perfection. And that a search for constant perfection, I guess is the word, is the wrong paradigm. The paradigm shouldn't be to try and be flawless. It should be to not promote, to express your flaws as part of your highest virtue. What does that mean? That means to basically wear your flaws proudly. And I think what that means, to wear your flaws proudly, is to accept them. And to not just accept them, but to take the time to understand them. And when I say flaws, I don't just mean character flaws or failures of character. I think we all have that, but I mean scars. Things that happen to us, things that may not be in your control, right? Maybe you go through a bad breakup, maybe a family member dies, maybe something terrible happens. The goal, I believe, I really do believe this, is to find the beauty in it. And I know what that sounds like. I've been there multiple times, that it's not so easy to be in the moment and be like, well, I have to find the beauty in it. But it's not about how easy it is. It's about making the choice. It's about making the choice to lacquer your scars with gold, to make the broken parts of you the strongest parts. And that's a choice, right? That is a movement towards your highest self, your strongest self. Kintsugi is so beautiful to me because it offers the idea that your flaws, or that the flaws are the very thing that bind your character together. The cracks within us are our most beautiful part. And if you think about that kind of existentially, it's true, isn't it? What beauty is there in perfection? It's monotonous, it's constant. And as humans, I don't think we're meant to be constant or monotonous. We don't like it. It is the adventure of life, and you only find adventures in great risk. And in great risk, you have the potential of totally breaking yourself apart. But in that breaking of yourself, there is the potential for the greatest strength. You cannot, it's like when you go to the gym, right? When you work out at the gym, the how you grow muscle is by breaking it. And in some ways, I guess Kansui, if you think about it, is the spiritual equivalent to that, right? Our biological nature has it that we need stress and destruction to grow. And it's no different in our spiritual or character lives, right? We need destruction and challenge to grow. And sometimes that challenge and destruction isn't in your hands, and it happens to you, and you feel victimized, and it's difficult. But within that difficulty, you have to make a choice to lacquer your wounds with gold. So instead of engaging in just self-destructive behavior that you consistently chase after, you make the choice to do the opposite and go inwards and face the darkness or face the difficulty. And you find a way to make that the best part of you. And I think it is the best part of you. It's the best part of me, I think, because the best part of me, the best parts of me, are the parts of me that I had to make a conscious choice to cultivate. My kindness, my belief in justice and equity, you know? And I do think that's true. It's about making a choice in pain. There's great beauty in that. And I think I think Kansui is just a beautiful way to kind of display that. Yeah, I don't know if I'll publish this video. It's kind of weird, but we'll see. Peace.